today. From U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis, it's Week 16 of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Minnesota Vikings taking on the Philadelphia Eagles.
A very warm day outside by Minnesota standards, but then again, it is still summer. Either way, the AC is working just fine at U.S. Bank Stadium in the Twin Cities. Today, it's the penultimate week of the regular season, Week 16, and we've got a good one in store between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Minnesota Vikings. So here's the Viking offense making their way out. They're led onto the field by their big mobile quarterback. He can throw it, he can run it, Colin Kaepernick.
It's so difficult to prepare and try to defend Colin Kaepernick, and not just because of the physical skills they're always on display, whether it's throwing the ball downfield or running with the ball as well. But how about the leadership he exhibits, how his team will follow him, the smarts he has in playing.
Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Leonard Williams in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
Well, competition comes up in so many different ways, and right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. Had about 5 sacks last week. We just saw their first one of this game.
Oh, going for Jeffrey. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call.
44-yard line.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Kaepernick. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
And they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it. They love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, just keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
On 1st down, Kaepernick. And his throw here's incomplete.
Kaepernick's pass.
Curtis Samuel, the intended target. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Incomplete. Makes it 2nd and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Again, it's Kaepernick. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
On 3rd and long, it's Kaepernick. 4th down now looming after Philly's defense stands tall in coverage.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
He'll buy some time right. It's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. Justin Jefferson there to make the grab. And the Vikings take the ball down. Field and score on their opening drive. He's got it, and the Vikings take a 7-0 lead. So that was a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive, and it all culminates in a touchdown for Minnesota. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Philly's offense getting ready, and Jalen Hurts ready to lead them. The second-round pick who started his career at Alabama, then finished with an electric senior season at Oklahoma.
And they are in rhythm on offense because of him. I mean, right now he's got everything going the way he wants to, finding the receivers the way he wants to, looking over defenses. No interceptions is the number I lock in on. Before a touchdown pass isn't so bad either.
Yeah, what a game he had last week. Eric Kendricks in on the tackle. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
2nd and 9.
From the gun, it's Hurts. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Brian Burns in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. You know darn well both of these teams reviewed the film and saw that this defense had 5 sacks last week. They got to keep their QB upright.
And they're going to try their best to do exactly that, but they're facing a team where getting to the quarterback is a mindset. It's a mantra for them, and they play a game within the game, and you know what it is? Let's race to the quarterback and see who gets there first.
That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A first down and then some. Give him 29 yards.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
Now whistle whistles and a timeout. Looks like we've got a Viking slow to get up. And how might this affect him for the playoffs? We'll get a report when we come back. Second down. Here's Hurts. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for third down.
Brings up third down.
They'll try and run for it with Sanders. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th.
Well, I know from past experience, before you actually play a game, you visualize what's going to happen. And I don't know anyone who doesn't visualize themselves being in the center of what's going on. That's 3 catches for him here in the early going. He's got to like the way this is started.
Absolutely. 3 catches on any drive is good. Opening drive, that's a tone setter. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Eagles nothing.
Hurts going to keep this himself. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
A gain of 1 yard. First down, Eagles.
Now Sanders. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
On second down, it's Sanders. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. 4 yards on the pickup there, and now they're left with a 3rd and 8.
And it's third down.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Got a man, Slayton. And he fouled it. It's on the ground. And the Vikings pick up the football. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Previous play is under review.
So now, just like that, things change dramatically. It's first and goal. Here's Hurts to throw. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Dallas Goedert, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying this thing up.
As a general rule, quarterbacks don't want to lock in on a receiver before the ball is snapped. But in this case, based on the matchup he thought he was going to get, it was favorable for his tight end. He locked in on him early and found him for a touchdown.
So only even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. That decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Their own 20-yard line.
The Vikings taking the field here for their second drive of the game. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a first down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Oh, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. A very solid gain of 27.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
Kaepernick now on first down. They'll roll him out right. They're going for Jefferson downfield. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Justin Jefferson with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Vikings have taken the lead. And this one through the uprights and good. So that drive, 4 plays. And it's polished off by a Viking score. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will make it into the end zone. And Rager will not return it, so it'll come out to the 25 on the touchback. Philadelphia's offense ready to give us another look. The partner, just looking at some of the struggles they've had this season, the playoffs are not in their future. As they start to peer toward the offseason, what moves might they make?
I think the running back position, and I know we talk all the time about the NFL being a passing league, but the teams that run the ball effectively, they're the ones that go deep into the playoffs and go to the Super Bowl. They have to upgrade here. And you and I both know in recent years in the draft, people have shied away from taking a runner early, but there's that special one there. I say they go get him.
It's a second down run with Sanders. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. A loss on that play, and now third down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Hurts sets up to throw it. Rolling to his right. He may try and run for this. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a 4th down.
3 and out. 4th down.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. So just a 3-yard return following a punt of 45. And out will come the offense as they take over. Now the Vikings offense gets set to take over here. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
That's good.
16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
On 1st and 10, here's Kaepernick. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Josh Jackson. And they finally put an end to this return, but not before he's all the way down to the 37.
1st and 10.
Well, if you go by the numbers, you'll find as the temperature goes down, so does the passing efficiency. And now that we're in December, even the routine throws are going to be harder for the quarterbacks. And this one, it winds up getting picked off.
They'll buy some time right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Eric Kendricks able to record his 5th sack of the season.
They were in the top 5 in sacks in the league coming into this one. That's their 3rd one in this game. Obviously, pass rush has been a strength of this team all year long.
And apparently they're not satisfied with top 5. They want to climb that ladder.
Yeah, I think it goes back to their offseason. They decided to make it a priority, and it's working out.
And that'll that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case,
he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jalen Reagor, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying this thing up. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it was capped off by an Eagles touchdown. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Curtis Samuel and the rest of the offense heading back out there now. Well, he's within shouting distance of a 1,000-yard season. Going to need a pretty good finish, though, if he wants to reach that mark.
Well, I like how you phrased it, partner. He is within shouting distance. If he stays on this pace.
And got his man complete. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half.
And 10 at the 40-yard line.
So the big play moves them all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Kaepernick going to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. He was trying to find Justin Jefferson there. And it's 2nd down. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Kaepernick. Going deep this time for Miller. And the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. 33 yards that time.
1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. And they'll try the option on 1st and goal. A throw out wide by Kaepernick is caught. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Justin Jefferson. In the final seconds of the first half. And the Vikings are going to take the lead. So they're able to break the tie just before halftime. Now they just don't want anything crazy to happen on the ensuing kickoff.
Yeah, they want to just add the extra point, get the kickoff taken care of, and get to the locker room with the lead that they fought so hard to get.
So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away. This will make it into the end zone.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Can see this quite a bit on running plays where the guy's out wide. A lot of times, though, it doesn't get caught.
You're exactly right, because it's away from the play usually, so a lot of it goes undetected. But I know this will surprise you. I coach some receivers in the offseason. We work a lot on hand placement and blocking downfield. Better want to take that course.
Well, the white flag coming out as they line up to kneel on it. So we are at halftime here on Christmas Eve. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in everyone to this Christmas Eve edition of the EA Sports Halftime Report. So let's get to it. We'll begin our trip around the NFL with an interesting one right off the bat. And those two are tied up.
So I'm waltzing down Main Street, got an umbrella, just a torrential downpour, and I look over, and this guy, stone-faced, wearing a poncho that says, "Don't rain on my parade," and he is just angry. And we got to go. I'll tell you the rest later. Here we go, third quarter.
And Rager will not return it, so it'll come out to the 25 on the touchback.
Out come the Eagles now as they'll go on offense first here in the third quarter. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week in our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
Well, we can talk about it like it's just a basic route, but how about the timing on this one? Lined up on the right, runs a deep in route, and how about the throw? Right on the money. Bam, puts it right in there and on his hands. Nice completion, really good pickup.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts.
And he will find his man on the outside.
Hurts pass.
A gain of 6 there on first.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage.
2nd down, here's Jalen Hurts. That'll be caught. Rager with it.
And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first. That time they hit him out of the slot on the drag.
And that route takes some fortitude from the guy running it because he knows he's going through the briar patch, as I like to call it, right? He's trying to work his way through all that traffic, and people want to put a little contact on it. Really well done.
And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a first down.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
Right back to Sanders on first down. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Miles Sanders with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying this thing up.
In as many coaches' meetings as we sit in, we hear the word finish all the time, don't we? And on that play, the back actually finished getting into the end zone, breaking the last tackle. Tried to wrap up, tried to use the proper technique, just wasn't able to get it done.
Rohrwasser on for the PAT.
He's got it, and we're all tied at 21. So that drive, 6 plays, 75 yards. And it was Miles Sanders who finished it off with a touchdown run.
Taking it about the 1. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
It's the Vikings' turn on offense. We get ready for their first possession of the second half.
And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10.
Here's Kaepernick. They'll roll him out right. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. He was trying to find Justin Jefferson there. And now it's 2nd down.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
Now a nice throw here, right side. He hauls it in. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. His big game continues. Already has the 3 touchdown grabs, tacking on some more yardage and a first down.
And how precise has his route running been in this game? We just saw him get over yet again. he's also made adjustments as the defense is trying to really stop him.
Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Well, now they'll try the end around. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
The wide receiver carries on the end.
Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
On the tackle. No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the Eagles' 37-yard line.
Now Kaepernick throwing on 2nd down. Rolling to his right. This one brought in by Jefferson. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings.
Justin Jefferson.
37 yards. And the Vikings are going to take the lead. And let's count them up now. 1, 2, 3, 4 touchdown receptions for him in this game.
And just one shy of the NFL record. What a great performance. Going up and catching the football, creating space, and finding the end zone. That's what it's all about.
And it's good. That makes it a 28-21 game. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And it all culminates in a touchdown for Minnesota. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Now this will make it into the end zone. And Rager will not return it, so it'll come out to the 25 on the touchback.
Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. They did what they had to do to start this 3rd quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up. And that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
Tackle made by Eric Kendricks.
Nice satisfying run on 1st down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we've got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Throwing is Hurts.
Rolling to his left. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
On 3rd down, they're running with Sanders. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. And a fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 18-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do to slow down the onslaught? But the biggest thing is make sure these guys encourage each other, pick themselves up, because right now it's been a really tough ball game trying to stop these offenses.
Oh, it really has, especially as of late. Kaepernick now on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep two eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting two hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
To the right side and complete to Jefferson.
And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. 27 yards there, a first down.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. They'll run on 1st down. Cook. Touchdown, Vikings! Dalvin Cook with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Vikings are going to add on to their lead. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there. Each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And this carries into the end zone. And Rager will not return it, so it'll come out to the 25 on the touchback.
Now Philadelphia ready to get going on offense again. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Daniil Hunter. He's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. So following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13.
Hurts will find Williams on the slant.
They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. The Eagles on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
But correct me if I'm wrong, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a row each time you snap.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
Roughing the passer, defense.
Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
Back to throw now on 1st down. This short throw caught by Gunner, and he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His 2nd catch in a row, 1st down.
Philadelphia.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. That's complete to Slayton.
Hurts pass.
And able to get this down inside the 15 to either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds.
It's a gain of 7. Brings
On 2nd down now. It's Sanders. And yet again, he's stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Great job by this Vikings defense.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
Another run with Sanders. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. They were ahead of schedule after the gain of 7 on 1st down, but the defense does not budge on 2nd and 3rd. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And that is incomplete. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And the Vikings defense is going to get the football back.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Kaepernick now to throw. He'll buy some time right. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Now Kaepernick being chased out left. Open man is Samuel, complete. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles, that certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them, and now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down.
The ball carrier.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Able to stay in bounds, and the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in, and all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake it the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
They run it again with Cook. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line.
Good for another Minnesota Vikings.
That leads us to a 1st and goal. It's a pickup of 8. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Quick pass out to Miller. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Scotty Miller, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like him? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
And Rager will not return it, so it'll come out to the 25 on the touchback. Now back to work for Miles Sanders in the Philly offense.
And as the numbers show, he really wasn't in the mix at the beginning, but they've got him in the rotation now, and it's proved a good move.
And that's what happens when you're a good player. There's a lot more attention drawn to you, and it's obvious that they had him in their game plan on defense, not letting him get off to a good start, but he's found a way so far here in the second half.
And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring it down. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game.
From the gun, it's Hurts.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
They'll try and throw for it with Hurts.
Now a desperation throw deep down, and that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Hurts pass. Complete.
Darius Slayton, 76 yards. And the Eagles get a score closer.
For the extra point.
You got to understand situational football because they're playing with the lead here late in the ball game. So the back defender has got to be as deep as the deepest receiver. Keep everything in front of you, rally up and make the play.
Yeah, you would think they had the 3-score lead. Now it's down to 2, but 3-score lead here late, that they wouldn't give up a big pass play like that, but they did. And the Vikings able to recover. The hands team does its job.
Onside kick is recovered by the Vikings.
First down. It's Cook. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Kaepernick looking to throw. Over the middle to Smith. Past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. The Eagles will take their third and final timeout as they stop it here with 1:07 remaining. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college, and how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee, and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time, ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Cook. And he'll be taken down at the 34.
Again, the ball
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you watch high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Now whistles and a timeout called here. Not sure of the point of this, but they'll stop it with 4 seconds to go in the game. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. And they'll try the option on 1st and goal. A quick throw by Kaepernick complete. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play. So it doesn't affect the outcome. Put a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
Eagles.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Vikings, it's another win for them, and you wonder if they want a redo on that one loss as they sit now at 14-1. And they will hit the road next week. Meanwhile, for Philadelphia.